In this video, I'm going to talk about how I landed 2 clients on Upwork, and a quick disclaimer on this video. If you already know right now that you do not want to spend money on Upwork to get clients, you should seriously not watch this video, because you're not going to gain anything at all from this video at all, because you're not going to do the thing that I did to get my clients. And at that point, this video does really not make any sense for you to watch it. Seriously. I mean, if there is some sort of entertainment value in it, for sure, but I mean, I'm not really having any cool effects here either. So, but the reason for why I'm saying that is because with me at least, is what I've seen is that I've kind of wasted a lot of time when I could have started to get clients on Upwork a lot sooner. I didn't really need to wait 50 days to get clients. I could have started so much earlier and started like applying like a madman and getting gigs, because I've learned so much more than going to YouTube and learning these, like following these tutorials for the sake of following them, and then not really being able to apply those videos or those things I learned on Upwork. Because that's something I kind of noticed, that a lot of the things I was learning on YouTube, most of the things wasn't really applicable to Upwork at all, because these were the things that were, maybe I wouldn't say clickbaity, but the things that are interesting entertainment value, or oh my god, this is the coolest thing. Because that's the biggest difference, what I've seen at least, that with YouTube a lot of content is more about, oh, this is a cool thing, look at the cool crazy thing I can do with this tool, while on Upwork it's more about how much money can I save or how much money can I make. So they're not looking at this is a cool tool. On YouTube you can do that because it's a different thing. It's people are watching it for a different thing. But on Upwork they're looking to solve a problem. And when I look back at my journey right now, I'm just like, yeah, I should have just learned, practice for 20 hours, and then stepped into Upwork and started applying. Like that's what I should have done. And the way I applied right now to actually get the clients is that I wrote a message, and then I recorded a Lumo for myself, sharing my earlier work and sharing my LinkedIn profile. And that was that. And I said, hello, and if you want to talk some more, reach out. That's it. And then I had 4 people reach out. 2 of them were like, hey, I want to hire you. 2 of them hired me. The other 2, they jumped on a call with me. They didn't like me. I don't know. But it didn't go through. So, and that's that. But it just shows me that, all right, still, that's actually pretty good, because if I think about it, I've only sent out like 20 applications, and out of those I've had 4 people that I've talked to. I think it's actually 5 that I talked with. But then on the other end, we have people sending out a lot of cold emails and scraping a lot of leads on LinkedIn, and also using school to get leads. But in my head, I'm just thinking like, well, I mean, on Upwork, people are ready to buy. They just want to find the right person to pay. So isn't it a lot easier to just go to Upwork and just apply and just show yourself and like show what you've done? And maybe some of them will go like, hey, I want to hire this person. And I mean, that's essentially what has happened here, where I just apply and some people go like, hey, I want to talk with this person. And they're like, yeah, I mean, it sounds like you know what you're talking about, so let's go. And also you will learn a lot more on the job. I learned way more on the job itself than prior to the job, because when I was on the job, it was extremely important that I figure out all of the things the right way and that they actually worked. While when I was maybe following YouTube, it wasn't as important that everything was working the right way. I mean, yes, you follow the step by step, but how much did you actually learn? Probably not that much, but I know for a fact that when I was working on one job and I had to do a part that I remember from the video, that's when I went back to the video and I went to that part and I practiced that part and like, okay, this is how you do it. This is how it works. Okay, great. Now I can do it. So that's like the difference between like getting the information just in time, like when you need it, versus just getting a bunch of information. It's kind of hard to know what is important when you're kind of hoarding a lot of information. At least that's how I feel about it. Even like the hoarding of workflows, that thing doesn't really make any sense to me either, because there's so many schools right now that are actually, their angle is based on Well, you join my community and you get access to these workflows. And to get access to them, you have to pay. Or yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like you pay to get access to the workflows. And I'm just thinking like why is this a thing? It's like it's just a template. It's seriously just a template. And because they will make a video about the template, like going through, creating it. The video is essentially the thing that they're using to sell the template, which I get, but it's just like, I mean, people are going to copy that template and remake it then in that case. I even saw one person use a scraper that essentially scraped people's templates and just released them out in the wild. So I don't know, like the template thing, I feel like it's a thing where you hoard the templates for the sake of hoarding them and not really using them. And in most cases, at least for me, if I really need to create something, I can probably just use ChatGPT to build that thing or use the API documentation to build that thing. I don't really need a pre-built template if I by chance really want to skip doing anything at all and just like buy these pre-built templates. I can just hand it over to somebody like, hey, I built this, then I kind of get it. But if we are simply hoarding a bunch of templates for the sake of hoarding, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why will I be paying for that? So that's another thing I kind of realized that, yeah, as soon as you start going out to Upwork and applying, you step outside of this world of hoarding templates, of learning and learning for the sake of learning, and you quickly realize that, yeah, I don't really need these things, and what I actually need is like, I need to learn how to do these important things because that's what people want, and I'm just going to learn those things. Like everything else, I'm not really going to care about because that's not helping me. So if I were to like start over today, I will seriously just spend 20 hours on learning the most important things, whatever that is. Essentially, like just answer my questions, like how do you use this platform? What is important to use? Like what tools do you need to have? How do you use an API? Like those kind of questions, because when you start, you will eventually ask another question when you use another tool. Like, oh, wait, what is this tool? Oh, what happens when you don't have a community node inside of n8n? Oh, you need to use HTTP request. Okay, how do you use that? Like you will naturally have questions during those 20 hours. But after those 20 hours, I will not continue learning because it does not make sense. I will go out and try to get a client because that's where I will learn the most. And I will say this, that I've talked with a bunch of people on school as well. And from a lot of those calls, I've actually gotten ideas from them where they've said, oh, I wish you could do this. Oh, I wish you could do that. And from those, I've actually come up with the idea, oh, maybe I should build that out for them then. And you show them like, hey, man, I built this. That's also another way to go about it. Albeit they didn't really ask for like you to do it, and they're not really out there wanting to pay for it right now, but you can still build it and ask them like, hey, do you want to pay for it? It's the same thing. It's not a huge difference, you know? But all I'm trying to say is that stepping outside and learning as fast as possible, which is 20 hours, at least what I say, and then essentially jump into actually applying to jobs. That's essentially it. And applying through Upwork, that's it. Because that will be the fastest way to actually start getting paid and building a reputation of actually getting jobs and getting paid and then leveling up. That's what I will do. And that's only based on what I've seen right now, because I see that, oh yeah, I was kind of procrastinating. I was kind of wasting a lot of time not applying, especially when it went so fast. It's like, it actually went way faster, and it's not like I was really going super hard applying to a lot of jobs here, but it went so fast that it just caught me by surprise, and I was just like, yeah, I've been wasting a lot of time not applying. Like seriously, I should have been applying all this time. And that is the biggest lesson I've learned from this journey so far. And that's what I want to leave you with essentially, and I will see you in the next one.